Oh, is it almost time yet? I'm kind of nervous. My stomach's turning.
Yeah, I would be nervous too if I was going to pitch to Mr. Thomas dressed like I was attending a thrift store gala.
Um, is there something wrong with my outfit?
Oh, honey, look at you. Then look at me. Who do you think he'll take seriously? You see my outfit? Pure Italian silk. Hand-stitched. And these shoes? Limited edition. You can't find these just anywhere. It's all about the image, you know. High status, high fashion, high life.
It's not just about the cost, Becky. It's about the value. This jacket was my grandmother's. She had it for years, and it's full of stories.
Value? Please. Your sentimental stories won't cut it. In this world, it's the price tag that speaks before you do.
Status symbols are powerful, but don't you think there's something to be said about history? For a personal touch? I mean, sometimes story behind something is more valuable than money.
Stories are for children. In the adult world, it's brands and bling. Get with the program or get out.
I think people respect authenticity more than you believe.
Authenticity? Is that what they're calling cheap now?
Okay. Authenticity is not about being cheap. It's about being real. Something that's rare these days.
Real is overrated. Image is everything. You'll learn once you stop playing dress up.
Playing dress up seems more like what you're doing, Becky. Aren't you tired of the act?
The only act here is your pretend wisdom. Keep your grandma's rags and your fake pearls of wisdom to yourself.
One day, you might see that people can shine without sequins and labels.
Whatever. Enjoy living in your fantasy where fairy tales come true. Let's just focus on nailing this presentation, all right?
Hi, ladies. Now, I know this is unconventional, but seeing as your company is still in its infancy, I would actually like to speak to you two one-on-one before we do the pitch, just to get to know the people behind the company first, if that's all right. So could I please have Becky Jones come into my office?
Yes, sir.
And then afterwards, I'll be with you, Jessica, all right? Well, thanks for coming in, Miss Jones.
Of course.
So, Miss Jones, why don't you just start by telling me about your company for children's clothes? Specifically, talk to me about the designs and brand ethos.
I'm glad you asked. With our totally sick designs, children everywhere are gonna love it. So therefore, we can really jack up the prices. It's like, why go cheap when you can go rich, right?
Indeed, I mean, profits are key, but how does your model benefit the end consumer, particularly in children's fashion?
Benefits? It's fashion, not charity. If they want in on the trend, they've got to pay up. It's pretty simple.
Simple, sure, but short-sighted, no? I mean, how do you plan to retain customers as children outgrow their clothes?
That's like the best part. They outgrow, they buy more. It's a never-ending cycle of cash flow. Ka-ching.
A cycle that relies on constant consumption. What about the environmental impact of such a strategy?
Ugh, environment. We're here to make profits, not plant trees. Besides, that's what PR campaigns are for, right?
Well, not exactly. Public relations can only cover so much. What about corporate responsibility and ethics in business?
Ethics? Are you for real? This is business, not a philosophy class. We're here to make money, not moral judgments.
And in this relentless pursuit of profit, where do you draw the line? Or is there even a line for you?
Lines are for losers, Mr. Thomas. In the fast lane of fashion, you either speed up or get out of the way.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I think I've heard enough. Well, thanks so much. Why don't we head back to the lobby? And Miss Jessica Smith, please follow me. Great. Well, thanks for coming in. Why don't we just take a seat right here? So, looking at your designs, I really love the overall look and color palette, but I brought you here to hear more about your brand and its story. So, please, go ahead.
Okay, sure. Well, in a world that's constantly trying to tell you who to be, I think every child deserves a chance to dream, to explore, to play freely. And my grandmother, a seamstress who came here with nothing, she taught me that dreams sown with love can dress the soul. She dreamt of a world where no child is denied the warmth simply because of a price tag.
It's quite a heartfelt story, Jessica. Thanks so much for sharing. You know, I too am super close with my family, and it was actually my grandfather who shared with me his love and dedication to fashion. But I have to ask, as this is a big investment on my end, how does that story translate to a business plan?
I'm glad you asked, Mr. Thomas. You see, it's not just about selling clothes. It's about weaving a tapestry of community support, where profits are reinvested into programs that nurture children's dreams.
Programs like what?
Art classes, sports, mentorships. Imagine a place where kids not only get the clothes, but opportunities to discover their passions.
Okay, and how will you fund these programs?
Through partnerships, fundraisers, and a percentage of every sale, we'll make giving back fashionable.
Your grandmother's dream. It's noble, Jessica. And your business model is innovative, but I mean, what makes you different from any other charity-minded business?
Because we're not just selling a product, Mr. Thomas. We're selling hope. We're telling every child that they matter and that they're worth investing in. And when you buy from us, you're not just dressing a child, you're dressing a dream.
I see. It's not just about the clothes, it's about the message they carry.
Yes, and every garment will carry a tag with a story of a dream, of a journey, just like my grandmother's. So with every thread, we're connecting hearts. We're changing lives.
Jessica, you've done something remarkable here. You've turned a simple pitch into a mission. I think we might have more than just a business here. We have a movement. Thanks so much for your time. Let's head back to the lobby.
Great, thank you so much.
I've actually made my decision. After much thought, I've realized that it's not just about what makes things profitable, it's about what makes a difference. And Jessica, your passion for changing how we see children's clothing is inspiring. I chose to invest into your vision. However, I have an important ultimatum. I'm only investing if, Becky, you're not a part of this company.
What? This can't be. My line is projected to double the profits in the first year alone.
Becky, it's not always about the money, it's about what feels right. The message is about what we send to our kids.
This is a business, not a charity. Thomas, you're making a huge mistake. You know my track record.
I do, Becky, and I respect it. But sometimes the right choice is not about the track record. It's about the track we're setting for the future.
You think you can change the industry with your tiny little voice?
Sometimes the tiniest voices speak the biggest truths.
And what truth is that? That nostalgia sells better than innovation?
The truth that clothes are more than fabric. They carry stories, Becky. Jessica wants to tell a story of love and care.
Stories don't pay the bills.
But they do build a legacy, Becky. They weave the memories that we cherish of our childhood.
Exactly. And that's what I want to invest in. The future and the memories we create for our children.
You'll see. You'll all see when this fails.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas, for believing in me, in my dream, and the memory of my grandmother.
Jessica, it was actually your grandmother's values sewn into your clothes that made the difference. Let's show the world what we can do.
Let's do it.